Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Big Sister Talk. So, I have started my Thanksgiving pre planning. So, what I did was, first of all, me and one of my children, my daughters, we sat down and we wrote out a generalized menu. Now, it won't, when I said generalized, I mean that some things will be added and some things will be taken away. Let's see if we can bring it down just a little bit more so you can see. I think that is better. Yes, let's turn on a little light here. Let's see, can we adjust it just a little? I want you to be able to see, but not blaring. Yeah, let's see. I think right there is good. Okay, I think that's a good spot. Um, as I was saying, I just wanted. It's just a generalized list of things that we want to have the main course of what we want to do on Thanksgiving Day. Now, I love this time of the season because this is how I show love to my family. It took me the longest to realize that this part right here is my love language to my children. I don't usually cook throughout the year because I work at a for a school in the cafeteria. So by the time I come home, cooking is not what I want to do. But this time of the year, it doesn't matter to me. I just like doing it. I love for them to come around, enjoy themselves. That we usually come in, we eat, we pray. They lay around. We might look at a movie together. They might play cards together. They love to play Monopoly, Deal, Uno, all those things. They buy new games to try out and play at the time. So this is what we usually do. However, the way I try to plan for my Thanksgiving dinner is, like I said, I create the main meal. This is my main meal. We want to have a sweet potato souffle this year, potato salad, dressing, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole. I know I spelled things wrong. There you go. Casserole, Brussels sprout, ham, turkey, a roast. And I got a question mark there because I'm not sure, but we want to do something different. Lemon pies, cheesecake, mac and cheese, and I probably would try to make a homemade cake. Okay, so then what I do to that is I take that list, move it to the side, and I break each thing down into what I need. Like for the souffle, for the sweet potato souffle, I know I'm gonna need sweet potatoes. I know I'm gonna need canned milk. I know I'm gonna need sugar. I know I'm gonna need cinnamon. I don't know if I'm gonna need something else, so I left some blanks there. For my potato salad, I'm gonna need white potatoes, about 10-pound bag is what I usually use. Mayo, relish, onions, and mustard. If you can see that, yeah, I wrote mustard down here. Then I go on to my dressing. For my dressing, I know I'm gonna need flour. I'm gonna need cornmeal slash cornbread mix, milk, um, and whatever else I put in my dressing. I can't think of it now. Onions, celery, peppers, all those things. I wrote that over there. For my mashed potatoes, I'm gonna need potatoes again, milk, butter, salt. Um, Not sure if we're gonna use heavy whipping cream or not, but I already have that on the list also. For my green bean casserole, I'm gonna need green beans, French onions, cream of chicken. That's all I'm gonna use. I already bought a big can of green beans, so I'm gonna drain that off, and we're gonna use that for the green bean casserole. Brussels sprouts, same thing. We're gonna need Brussels sprouts, heavy whipping cream, bacon, and I probably do a smaller pan because not too many like that. Oh, you know what I forgot to write down? Collards, collard greens, and they have to be glory. My children like glory collard greens in the can, and I think I usually do about three. And then I already bought me some collard greens, and I froze them. So I probably just do me a small bag because nobody eats the real, what I call the real collard greens, but me. So I just need to make enough just for me. Um, so I don't need to do that. But with that, I'm going to need seasoned meat for the collard greens, and I might use the ham juice from the ham when I boil it in there. I probably will, and still put some kind of seasoning meat in there. That's how I do it. Sometimes I just use the broth from the ham, and that would be sufficient. Um, Where were we? We got all the way down here, the Brussels sprouts. Okay, and then we put bacon in that, so I wrote down bacon. My ham, I usually use brown sugar and Coca-Cola. Mix that together, and then I use that to baste the ham with as I'm cooking it in the oven. Turkey, I think I'm going to do a turkey breast or turkey breast slash wings. I'm not sure how I want to do that. Not sure, not sure. And with that I know I'm gonna need an onion because I like taking the onion and the celery and pushing it into the cavity and let it roast with that flavor coming out of that, and peppers all around, and then I baste it. I'm going to try to see if I can find a roaster liner, so it's not, and it's really not a lot of cleanup for me, but I want to roaster liner anyway. Aluminum pans because I try to put everything in something that can be thrown away or doesn't take a lot of room up in my refrigerator. Um, Cups, napkins, plates, gravy, whipped cream, frozen lemonade. That's going to be for my Cool Whip. That's what I mean by whipped cream. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. That's what I need for my lemonade pies. Condensed milk. Where can I put that down here? Condensed. I don't think I'm spelling that. Milk. My spelling is off, but I know what that means. Okay. Forgive the spelling for that. I didn't spell it right. Condensed milk. I need that for my lemon pies. And then for the cheesecake, it requires a cream cheese, sour cream, eggs, vanilla extract. I have that down this way. Graham cracker crust. Probably gonna need about 10 of those because I usually make about 5 of my lemon pies. She makes about 2 or 3 cheesecake, about 3, and then we have some for Christmas. Elbow noodles for the macaroni that calls for milk on 4 different kinds of cheese. Now my oldest daughter usually makes that, and I might need to buy the stuff and she makes it. She might buy it on her own. Don't know. If I come across a good deal and I think I can get it, then I'll go ahead and buy it and she'll reimburse me. Or if not, it doesn't have to be reimbursed, but the mac and cheese will get done. I need chicken thighs in a small pack. I think last year I bought a big family pack and cooked that, and that was way too much chicken. Even though I did it, I think I made my dressing the night before. I made it the night before. So that means I had to use up all the chicken. So I don't like to have too much chicken in my dressing. I want it to be proportioned equal. I want it to equal out right. Chicken broth, beef broth, eggs, sour cream for the cheesecake, vanilla extract, and condensed milk. Now, this is how some of these things I already have. Let me move this to the side. Now, over the last month or so, I have been, God has blessed me, and so I have been able to purchase little things extra each time I make a grocery shopping. I call myself a couponer, and I do that, and I like to use the app Ibotta, and they have been giving kind of rebates on things that I know that I'm going to need for my Thanksgiving planning. And I also been paying attention to Kroger's. Is one of my main stores that I do my grocery shopping at. So I've been buying things that I know will last a long time, that I could put in my cabinet and be able to use as Thanksgiving approaches. So one of the things that I went on and bought was canned milk. So I know I won't need the canned milk, right? I know I won't need sugar. Kroger had a customer service week, customer appreciation week. And during that week, they gave you flour for a 5-pound bag of flour for 99 cents. You could buy up to 5. And sugar was 4-pound a bag of that, and you can buy up to 5 at that price. So I maxed that deal out, and I got that, so I'm good on that. I don't need cinnamon. I ordered some cinnamon, and I'm good on that. I know that I already had the collard greens. I know I already had the seasoning meat. I know I have mayonnaise, I have relish, I have flour, I have cornmeal and the cornbread mix already. I have butter, I have salt, I have my green beans already. This is whole milk here. So as the time get closer, I will get the whole milk. I know I got bacon. I know I got mustard. I know I got the Coca-Cola. Like I said, I bought it's a coupon app that I use that gives you money back for purchasing certain things. And at one time they had a deal on a 1 liter Coca-Cola. They were giving back $1, and I think Walmart had it for $2.68. So my out of pocket became $1.68, which I thought was okay to buy. Um, I have cups, I have napkins, I have plates. Again, somebody had these on sale. Napkins I had from last year. Some place I went to had napkins for a great deal, and I bought like 4 or 5 packs, and we only really used 2, 1.5 at the most, and then we didn't use it anymore. Cups, I got a deal on that through early part of this year, right? What did I get a deal, or one of my children? Well, anyway, I know I have cups. I have those blue solo cups, so it's not going to be. I think a guess. I have about 20 guests. I said 20 guests. Let's see. Me and my children equals 8. The grandchildren give me additional 4. I have 5, but one is a baby, so I know he won't be eating food. So that's 12 of just the family. Then they usually invite their own friends come over. I have about 2 to 3 people that usually kind of fall into place. So we'll do that. Okay. So I'm gonna go with 20 guests for right now, and I know I have enough plates, plates for that. Um, Gravy mix. I'm not sure if I have that or not, but I'll check before I mark it off. Let's see. Vanilla extract. I do have one thing of. I might have more than one thing of condensed milk. I gotta look and see. So as when I get through videotaping this, I will go and look in my pantry and my freezer to make sure to see what I have. I'm going to take advantage of some sales that I know is going on now, like the cream of chicken or cream of celery is on sale at Kroger's. If you have a local Kroger's by you, it's the 99-cent sale. For me, I think that sale ends Tuesday, so I'll make an order for delivery before then or on that day, so I can get that. Go ahead and order that to be delivered to us. That sounds about right. Certain things, I'm going to try to prioritize how I buy my things so that I don't have too much of something. Well, right, whatever can get bought now, and I know would last long enough, it can. Like the collard greens, the Glory collard greens, I probably can go ahead and buy that this week. I will make a list out, and I will add it to my list of things that I want to get, so I can be better at it. And some things, I know my children will help contribute to. So I'm not worried about buying that. Now, up here, I wrote a budget of $500 to $600, and I write large amounts because when I entertain, I like to make sure that I have plenty of. What I didn't put down was drinks, and when I mean drinks, I mean like sodas and juice, and I have to buy that. So nobody has any on sale yet. So when that goes on sale, I will go ahead and buy that. And what I was saying about my budget, I know this might seem like a whole lot, and it might seem like a little to some people. To me, it looks like a whole lot, and I might not even spend. And I keep on saying me, but as a family, we might not even spend that. I would like to be less than 500, to be honest. But I do want to make sure that I have plenty of items. We as a family would sit down and everybody would tell me what they would want to bring or what they contribute. Some people have their own dressing that they would bring. So I won't have to do a big pan of dressing. I'll just have to do a small pan. Or I do a big pan and divide that up. Well, half will be for me to keep at my house, and the other half will be to share on Thanksgiving Day. Um, Everything is going to what I consider small, smaller portions, because I have learned over the years all this big planning and all this food, unless you're feeding close to 50 people, I'm not, and I realize that we're not going to eat that much. They're going to take plates home, and that's going to be fine because that's less stuff I got to put up that day, and that's just the way it is. So this is it. Like I said, when I get through with this, sometime this week, I am going to shop in my pantry and make sure what I think I have, I do have. And if I don't have it, then I'm going to add it back onto my list. I know I have flour. I know I have cornmeal. I know I have cornbread mix. Those things I know. I thought I bought mustard. I'm going to double check and make sure. I know I have green beans. I know that I have condensed milk. I might only have one. So I need to see how many more I know. I don't. I'm gonna check about my canned milk. I'm not worried about not having sugar. I know I got sugar. I got to check about brown sugar. I want to say I have brown sugar, but again, I'm going to double check. These are the things that I have learned that I did not do well at previous years. Is double check, and as people say, as I have heard other YouTubers say, shop your pantry. I have not shopped my pantry, and I have bought stuff, and then I had like way too much. I had stuff that might have been bought last year that was still good, that did not expire, and I could still use it. So I need to just make sure. Or most of the time, I found myself I thought I had something and didn't have it. So sage for the dressing. I gotta look in my cabinet and see if I have sage. I want to say I have sage and poultry seasoning. Um, See, those are things that you think about as for me as I go on. And all of that will go into my dressing. Mm. I know I have butter because every time that Kroger throughout the year, every time that Kroger had a sale on butter, I would buy whatever my limit is 5. And we use a lot of margarine, as I found out that is not good for me. So I'm trying to get away from using margarine and using butter more. But again, I have plenty of that. I know I have at least 5 or 6 blocks in there, if not more. So that will be used up, and that will be fine. Again, I'm not sure about relish. I want to say that I bought it, but I think I need to double check and make sure. And again, this is the time that you need to pay attention to your sales that are going on in your community, at your local stores. This is the time that a lot of stores will start telling you if you spend $100 or $300 with them over the next 2 weeks, they will give you a free ham, or you can get a turkey for 25 cents a pound or whatever. Another thing I want you to also think about is that at the end of the holiday season, excuse me again, Walmart usually have turkeys. They don't advertise it, but if you go in there like in January, they usually are marking down their turkeys, trying to get rid of those turkeys. And turkeys, if they are frozen, can stay in your freezer for a whole year. So if you buy a turkey or two, you can keep it in your deep freezer for the following year. Just think of things that you can buy that are not on not currently, that's going off season. Like condiments are good to buy when summer is over with. because those are the times that those sales are coming on during the summertime. Is when you can find your ketchups, your mustard, and your mayonnaise, and your relish. All of that usually might be at a discount at Sam's. So you know Sam's have that packet of 4 where you get the mustard, the ketchup, the relish, and the mayonnaise. I think it's mayonnaise that come in that pack together. And if you like my family, we bought it one year during the summer, and we did not use it up until Thanksgiving because we're just not big condiment people. And because I am who I am, I just overbuy certain things. So we had more than enough to use during that time. So that is it for me for this thing. I will bring you along on. I'm gonna try to remember to record because I am bad about thinking about recording after I have put up my items that I bought. But I am going to try to bring you along when I make these purchases in additional to my grocery shopping list. Okay? So thank you for stopping by. I will talk to you later. And this is your big sister. Take care of you and your family. Bye-bye.